Hi, in this video we will talk about sending raw messages over the network to talk to agents and servers. I chose SNMP and DNS rather randomly, but it turns out they are simple enough for this purpose. We will also be using WinSocket library, so that means that Ethernet, IP and UDP parts of our message will be handled by the library. But the SNMP message or DNS query we will have to construct in raw format. With SNMP you can talk to your router or some other device. To talk to your router, you first have to activate SNMP and set the community strings. You can also install SNMP service to your Windows. When I was coding the SNMP GET request, I was using this information here. So this is a SNMP message, and these are the raw bytes that go into that message. So for example here 30, we can see that's sequence, type sequence, 2, that's type integer, and so on. So let's go to Visual Studio. This here includes the libraries we need. This Pragma pack says that we do not want any padding. So this here is the message that we're going to send to the router. You will notice that every field has this type and length data. To easier assign the length data, I have numbered the bytes in the message. This here is the packet that I captured with Wireshark. The communication was between OidView program software and the router. So now we create the socket. We set the port to 161 and we set the address of our router. Now we send the message and wait for a response. If we have an error in our message, then this function will never return and our program will hang on this instruction, on this line. And lastly, we print the result. If you look here, I'm asking my router to give me its system name. So let's run this and see what happens. So it says request sent, response in hexadecimal, and response character. And it says its name is TP-Link. So that works. So now let's look at the DNS query example. So we're back at the Visual Studio and we're looking at the DNS query structure. We have the question section and the header. Question section is this. And header is defined in these structures. So we set the port to 53 and we set the DNS server address. So let's run this and let's see what happens. So we get a response. I will not parse this, but we have a response, which means our code is working. The source code for these two little examples will be on the GitHub. Please subscribe, like, and thanks for watching.